This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's Tuesday, or at least it will be when this video goes out, which means that it's a top 5 video. And as I always say these days, you've seen the thumbnail, you've read the title, so you know roughly what I'm going to be blethering on about. Things that I will never do on YouTube. Before we get into it, this is not a criticism of anybody that does do any of these things. This is just me saying I don't think I'd be comfortable doing any of this, but you please yourself. It's entirely your call. These are just the things that some of them are quite trivial, and some of them are, I think, are a bit fundamental to me. These are things I will never do on YouTube, starting with
pulling a thumbnail face. This
thing that many of my favourite YouTubers do, where, they sit there in front of the camera and go, oh, like that, as a way of trying to personify in a single pose the entire content of the video. That's why there's a title. Okay, that's what you can use the title for. Years ago, gosh, getting on for about 15 years ago, another business that me and the wife had, it was basically a retail outlet. She was working a full-time job, I was doing this, and we were also running a retail shop between us as well. Long hours. And we got some help from the local enterprise support organisation, part of the council, and they sent a branding expert to us, so we could, because the branding on the website looked different from the kind of branding above the shop door and everything. Just be consistent with your branding. A very talented chap called Pete sent me the caricature that you see in all of my thumbnails. He just kind of, really talented artist, and he just kind of rattled that off in no time at all. He just said, I've done this, do you like it? And I said, can I use it on the channel? He says, do what you want with it. So that's effectively my branding now. And, all I have is that picture and a speech bubble, and that's the title of the video, and it's consistent. And I just find all of this kind of striking a pose kind of thing a little bit, well, it's up to you if you want to do it, but it's not something I would be comfortable doing. Next.
This is why you suck at style videos.
I just find this kind of whole way of addressing someone's learning needs as a little bit unnecessarily confrontational. It's clickbait. If somebody's having problem with picking technique or chord changing or whatever it is that they're having problems with, kind of screaming, this is why you suck, it is hardly going to be the most, it's not going to foster a lot of respect in the person who's, looking for help with you. They aren't going to think, yeah, I bet he's going to be a helpful teacher who's understanding of my needs. If somebody's been having lessons with me for a year and there's still something that they can't do, like a particular chord change or something, then I might say, well, the reason why you kind of, I'll probably say, this is why you suck at doing this kind of thing, but I won't use those words. I'll say, well, the reason why you're finding it difficult is, and then, kind of go on from there and explain, probably, in fact, not for the first time, what it is they need to do to put it right. But just to scream that from a YouTube thumbnail or title, I think is unnecessarily confrontational. I don't like it, and I will never do it. Next.
Talking about politics.
Yeah, this is a biggie for me. Yes, I take an interest in current affairs. I have opinions on such matters, and those opinions influence which box I tick when I'm casting my ballot. But I'm not going to talk about that here because, well, first of all, it's nobody's business but mine. And secondly, the way you cast your ballot and what your opinions are on such matters is nobody's business but yours. Whatever happened to the old adage of, you never talk about politics or religion? It's just too corrosive. It's just too easy to fall out. It's divisive. And, I want this channel to be something where we can concentrate on what unites us, which is, an affection and a loving for all things guitar related and music related. I don't want to be kind of saying, well, we both like guitars, but you vote that way and I vote this way, therefore, and then the name calling starts. If that's your bag, if you like in that Monty Python sketch where, people turn up for a recreational argument, that once was satire, that once was the sort of thing that, people paying for an argument, people kind of enjoying having an argument, and now it's the reality. Right, there's plenty, go and download the Twitter or X or whatever it's called app these days, or, Reddit or anything like that. Go and hang out there and, you can blether on about, why the person who doesn't vote the same way you vote is evil and stupid as much as you want. But this isn't going to happen here. I don't delete comments on my channel, because I can't be bothered really. But if somebody starts getting overtly political in the comments, then I am going to take care of that, because I don't want that corrosive atmosphere to start permeating these hallowed halls. There we go. So yeah, that's another one. I'll never talk politics. Next.
Accept payment for reviews.
This is a tricky one. There is a certain well-known YouTuber, got many, many more subscribers than me, but has the same hairstyle. And, he's quite open about the fact that he does accept payment for reviews. And he says that, well, he puts a lot of work into making the videos and he expects to be paid for that work. And to be honest, I can see the logic of that argument, but I don't think I would feel comfortable, if a company came along to me and said, will you review this guitar, this pedal, this amp, whatever it is, and we'll, and we'll, how much do you want to charge for that? The expectation, even if it's not said, there is an expectation that they are buying something from you, and that something is, you've got to know which side your bread's buttered when I think anyway, when money is changing hands. I'd better just here say a little bit of full disclosure. I did get loaned some guitars from Faisley, from the people at Bax Music who own the Faisley brand. One of them I was really impressed with, and I said, yeah, send me the bill, you're not getting this one back. I offered to pay full retail price for it, and they said, no, actually, you can have it on us. But they said that before the video had gone out and before they hadn't seen the video or anything. So, that was just them kind of, I think, possibly trying to butter me up for future reviews. But, there was a couple of guitars that they sent me the next time which weren't very good, and I said so. And I've not heard from them since, but there you go. That's that. And like James at Agrajag Guitars, who does all the work on my guitars, I always offer to pay full street retail price, whatever you want to call it, for the work that he does, and he always knocks a little bit off because he says he gets lots of work from me mentioning him in the videos, but that's unsolicited. That's not me charging money. That's just James giving me basically mates rates for doing work for me. But in terms of like, I'll only make the video once the check has cleared. That's never going to happen. Next.
Cheat my numbers.
Yeah, it is a bit of a thing that I didn't even know existed until the very, very astute Steve Cassidy pointed this out. He did talk about a particular channel that is buying subscribers and buying likes, you know, and I can't for the life of me see why anyone would do that, because, you know, YouTube doesn't pay you based on the number of likes or subscribers. It pays you on the number of views you get and the viewer engagement. So I suppose you could buy views, but you know, even that, probably the kind of the fabled YouTube algorithm can probably sniff out, well, this video's got 6 million views, but there's only 3 comments in the comments section. You know, that smells a bit, doesn't it? That doesn't pass the sniff test. So I just don't think that there's any point in doing it other than, you know, looking, kind of getting your phone out and looking at your YouTube channel, thinking, how haven't I got loads of subs? You know, if that's the way you are, then fair enough. But, you know, it's like going to the trophy shop and buying yourself some kind of medal or trophy to put on the mantelpiece and pretending that you've won it. What is the point? So yeah, it's something I will never do. And there you have it, folks. Pulling a thumbnail face, this is why you suck at style videos, talking about politics, accepting payment for reviews, and cheating my channel numbers. 5 things that I will never ever do on YouTube. And that is the video for today, folks. Let me know what you think down in the comments about the ethics of some of these things. And I'm interested to know what you think about you know, the paid reviews kind of thing, especially. I don't have a problem with other people doing it, but it's not something I would want to do myself. That's and as I said at the start of the video, none of these things, apart from maybe, you know, kind of cheating your numbers, none of these things are a criticism of anybody who does any of these things. It's just not what I want out of this YouTube experience. Anyway, I'm blethering, I'm rambling, so I'm going to wrap it up there. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a comment and like, and, you know, hit the subscribe and notification bell, all that usual sort of stuff. And, you know, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. Beer and chat on a Friday. That's all it is. That's one thing I do on YouTube, and I rather enjoy it. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.